According to the United States Census Bureau, 37.9 million people in the United States were considered impoverished in 2022. Of these people, approximately 1 million were employees who made the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour or less, according to the United States Bureau of Labor. While most states have adopted their own higher minimum wages, there are 7 states still stuck at $7.25 in 2024. Let me break this down a little bit. As of 2024, the poverty level is $15,060 a year for a single individual, according to healthcare.gov. Someone who makes $7.25 an hour and doesn't miss a single day of work all year makes $15,080, just $20 more than the poverty level. And this is before income taxes. Along with being right on top of the poverty line, individuals who work minimum wage jobs generally don't receive benefits such as health insurance or holiday pay. You may be wondering, if there are only 7 states that still validate the federal minimum wage, why should it be such a matter of concern? Simply put, because nobody in the United States of America should be working a full-time job, receiving no benefits, and still be making a wage that is less than the poverty level after taxes. With the state of the economy, cost of living at an all-time high, and average rent consuming more than half of a minimum wage paycheck, a $7.25 an hour wage is outlandish. In fact, according to statistics presented by the Economic Policy Institute, most Americans need at least $15 an hour to cover basic living essentials. Not only would a federal minimum wage increase to $15 an hour benefit 32 million of our nation's employees, but it would also lead to higher employee retention, boost consumer spending, and stimulate the economy, according to AmericanProgress.org. The bottom line is that in 2024, with 37.9 million people in poverty, the time to raise the federal minimum wage is now. Despite the cost of living dramatically increasing, the federal minimum wage hasn't budged since 2009. Individuals who work full-time jobs should not be struggling just to obtain basic living essentials. Raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour would not only benefit 32 million workers, many of whom are located in the 7 states without their own minimum wages, but would also boost the economy and stimulate consumer spending, which would create more jobs and lead to a higher employee retention rate. In the end, I think that most people would agree that a wage of $7.25 an hour in 2024 is unfair and inhumane. An increase in the federal minimum wage is long overdue and painfully necessary to our minimum wage workers. Many of these employees were deemed essential during the pandemic, and I believe that they deserve more than poverty. These people deserve to be able to afford basic living expenses and to have more than half of their paycheck left after paying their rent. These employees, who are essential to our economy, deserve a wage that can cover the demanding costs of today's America. With a minimum wage increase, not only would our economy be stimulated, but millions of employees would be alleviated of some of their burdens. Thank you.